Senate passes reworked student loan prescribes jail term for defaulters. Naira rebounds against the dollar as CBN settles major backlog. Internal migrants suffer from neglect in Nigeria's capital without basic amenities. And all the foreign scene after its controversial delay, Senegal set for presidential election on Saturday. Hello and welcome to Trust TV's news update. I am Chiamaka Nwafo. Thanks for joining us. Now, the Nigerian Senate has passed the Student Loans Access to Higher Education Act Bill 2024. The Senate resolution followed its consideration of the report of the Senate Committee on Tertiary Institutions and TED Fund. Here's the report.
President Bola Tinubu, in a letter written to the Senate last Thursday, sought the repeal of the existing law and submitted a fresh bill to be passed into law. This request came a day after the announcement of a temporary suspension of the commencement of the student loan scheme, which would allow students of tertiary institutions access interest-free loans to complete their studies. The chairman of the committee, Senator Muntari Donduse, presented the report during plenary.
The bill seeks to achieve the following: provide loan to qualified applicant to pay tuition fee, charges, and upkeep during their courses of study. Senate do consider and pass the student loan access to higher education repeal and reenactment Bill 2024 SB 398 to ensure smooth access to higher education.
The bill, which scaled first, second and third readings in both parliamentary sittings, became law on Wednesday.
The Committee of the Whole considered the report of the Committee on Tertiary Institutions and TED Fund on the Student Loans Access to Higher Education Act, Repeal and Reenactment Bill 2024, and approved as follows. Loan title as recommended. Number of clauses, clauses 1 to 36, as recommended. Interpretation, clause 37, as recommended. Short title, clause 38, as recommended. Schedules 1, as recommended. Explanatory memorandum, as recommended. Is this a true reflection of what transpired in the Committee of the Whole?
The amendments sought to the act by President Bola Tinubu, according to an explanatory memorandum made available to reporters, included the removal of the family income threshold as a condition for applying for the student loan. It also removed the guarantor requirement so that students can apply for and receive loans subject to application and identity verification guidelines as provided by the fund. Student applicants can no longer be disqualified based on their parents' loan history. It established a justice and fairness provision mandating the board to ensure a minimum national spread of loans approved and disbursed in each financial year. On repayment of loans, the bill indicated that the repayment shall begin as soon as the beneficiary becomes employed in any capacity. It pointed out that any person who provides a false statement to the fund under this section is guilty of a felony and is liable to imprisonment for 3 years.
Now, President Bola Tinubu has appealed to members of the National Assembly to exercise restraint in summoning heads of ministries, departments and agencies before parliamentary committees. The president made the appeal while speaking at the breaking of the Ramadan fast on Wednesday in Abuja. Alongside the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, and the leadership of the House, Tinubu noted that while oversight is essential for maintaining transparency and accountability in governance, excessive summoning of officials can disrupt operations and hinder service delivery to citizens. He therefore urged lawmakers to, in the exercise of their oversight functions, use discretion. According to a statement on Wednesday by the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Ajuri Ngelale, the President appealed to the lawmakers to exercise their constitutional duties, but allow the MDAs to do their jobs also. Still staying with happenings in the House, the Green Chamber has appealed to the technical team of consultants for the ongoing constitutional review exercise to make necessary sacrifices for the nation by helping to birth an acceptable and people-oriented constitution. The Chairman, Committee on Constitutional Review and Deputy Speaker of the House, Benjamin Kalu, made the appeal at a meeting of the review panel with a 9-man team of consultants chosen to drive home its mandate in Abuja. The committee also formally inaugurated and issued appointment letters to the consultants. It also shared the timeline of its work plan with the consultants, urging them to study it and make their inputs where necessary. It will be recalled that the Constitutional Review Committee recently unveiled the action plan targeting December 2025 as the period to conclude its assignment.
I solicit for your optimal commitment and dedication to these all-important national call to duty. Write your names in gold with your contribution, with your sacrifice. Working for the nation, partnering with the parliament, will come with a lot of challenges. The parliament will ask a lot of questions in the manner you conduct your duties. But I want to assure you, it is only for the interest of the nation that those questions will come.
And as you rightly observed, this is a call to national duty. It is indeed a privilege as well as an honor that requires patriotic responsibility. We want to assure you that we will study the work plan and we will try our very best. And we assure you that we will not let you down. This is a matter that concerns every Nigerian.
Here in the FCT, the police command says it has paraded suspected armed robbers, including a dismissed soldier for various offences in the Federal Capital Territory. They also paraded suspects who staged their own kidnap, another to collect ransom. Trust TV's Neil Sampson tells us more.
While parading the suspects, the FCT Commissioner of Police, Bennett Igwe, emphasized the need for residents to report any case of suspected kidnapping to the police instead of just paying ransom, as such kidnap might be staged.
When they report case of kidnap to you, I have requested that report to the police. Report to the police. Some will demand for ransom. Report to us. If you have my number, call me. That is why, thank God that for so far, there's no strong kidnapping case again. But anywhere you hear kidnap and the demand for ransom, call me.
He also used the opportunity to address the incident at Wuse Market, as well as rumors of the command planning to demolish IDP camps in the FCT.
About the Wuse Market, the correction officer is with me. We are doing the process of taking him to court. And we are going to do that. He's with me, has been arrested. Peace has returned to Wuse Market, absolute peace. We can see our men there ensuring security further in the market. All manner of people are living in IDP camp. And no person is checking them out. No person knows who are who at all that is in IDP camp. We have not done any demolition of IDP camp for now. If we are going to do it, we will still inform the press. But police, we are not doing demolition.
Some of the suspects narrated their involvement in the crimes they were arrested for.
Definitely, that's how he bring that logic for us that is the Abu boys that he was going to search on. Yes, that's what he said. So when we now see the lady inside the car, concept. So it has happened like this. He dragged the lady by force to enter that place. It has happened no matter what they said.
At that point, I just wanted to, test my girlfriend to know if she really cares about me, to know if she hears the news about me being taken by the police, if she's going to show up or if she really cares about me, because someone I think getting married to, I just want to know her loyalty to me. So that was No, she's not. She's not.
The same test you wanted to get has been done now. Are you happy with it?
I didn't really know. If I knew that my brother is going to be this worried and go and start involving the police, I didn't even take it serious.
Okay, a young lady staged her kidnap and decided to seek refuge or shelter with me.
Meanwhile, the command has reiterated its commitment to making FCT safe from all forms of crimes and criminality. No, Samson, Trust TV News, Abuja.
Now, a Lagos State High Court sitting in Ikeja on Wednesday convicted and sentenced a man, Dennis Okobiat, to 20 years imprisonment for raping a 12-year-old girl for 3 months, which caused urinary incontinence. Justice Ismaili Jailu held that the victim had testified that she went for evangelism and in the process went to check on the convict, who had not been coming to church after the pastor of her church said they should visit members who had not been seen in church for some time. He said that she testified that because she respected Ukubiat as an elder of their church, she went to check on him and then helped him carry out domestic chores. Justice Ujelu also stated that when the victim was cross-examined by the defense counsel, M.O. Karim, she repeated that the convict said if she told anybody, he would kill her. The judge further held that Ukubiat didn't deny the testimony of the victim, nor did he challenge it. He also testified that he had known the victim's family since the time they came into the community. Now, the Central Bank of Nigeria has cleared all $7 billion foreign exchange backlog inherited by Governor Yemi Cardoso. In a statement yesterday, Acting Director of Corporate Communications, Central Bank of Nigeria, Hakama Sidi Ali, confirmed the settlement of all valid forex backlog claims. She explained that the CBN had employed the Lloyd Consultant, an independent auditing firm, to meticulously assess the transactions, ensuring that only legitimate claims were honored. Any invalid transactions were referred to the relevant authorities for further investigation. The Naira rebounded against the United States dollar on Wednesday at the official and parallel markets, with the local currency recording a significant gain against the greenback at the black market. The 2019 World Population Review estimated that approximately 49% of Nigeria's population resides in urban areas, marking a significant increase from 16% in 1960. Now, this indicates a notable trend of internal migration within the country, influenced by various factors such as insecurity and unemployment. Pushed out of their native communities by the urgent need for better opportunities, internal migrants often face challenges accessing decent shelter and other essential public services. Trust TV's Ibrahim Ismail looks into the lives of residents in Rugawan, a neighborhood situated in the Wuye area of Nigeria's capital, Abuja. Let's take a look.
Believe it or not, this is in the heart of Abuja, a stark contrast to the high-rise buildings and beautiful streets that usually accompany the opulence synonymous with the federal capital. About 700 people reside in over 300 makeshift houses, as reported by a local official in the settlement. Many of the residents left their homesteads in search of better opportunities in Abuja. 47-year-old Abubakar Isa relocated from Sokoto to Abuja with hopes of improving his family's life. Abubakar, who supports 2 wives and 8 children, struggles to access basic public services in Abuja while working hard to fund his children's education. I gave my eldest son, who is in secondary school, 1,000 naira as transport fare daily. The other 4 children get 200 naira each, and they take meals from home. Every day I spend 1,800 naira to send them to school. We endure the pains of illness. We don't go to the hospital except someone collapses, because we can't even afford the cost of laboratory tests. Even in public health facilities, we rely on drug vendors in the streets. Abubakar works hard to provide for his family, while his wife Jumai bravely withstands the scorching heat inside their makeshift home. She perseveres in her efforts to secure a better future for their children through education. However, her aspirations face mounting challenges due to the limited availability of basic education in their community.
I wake up at 6:30 a.m. to make sure my children go to school at exactly 7 a.m. Because the school is very far and they must trek or take a care. But they play on the road and sometimes they come back home without reaching the school.
Amidst the uncertainty of residing in these makeshift homes, businesses flourish within this environment, providing employment opportunities and addressing the issue of unemployment. However, the residents aspire to improve their living conditions and seek government intervention to access better housing options. As it stands, the government is supporting us by allowing us to live here because we don't own this land. But if the government can allocate plots or build houses for us, even if we are allowed to live temporarily for some period of years, it is better. We are Nigerians. It is painful to refer to someone who has lived in a city for 10 years as a stranger. That's why we want the government to cater for us, just the way it does to all citizens. We are also Nigerians and contribute to nation's building. Nigeria's capital, Abuja, is often seen as a city that offers greener pastures for most Nigerian migrants seeking for better living conditions. And according to an online medium, Urbanet, known for its publications around migration, Nigerian cities will be populated with people who seek for decent accommodations, but mostly people living here in such slum areas in Abuja struggle to survive the accommodation challenges. Ibrahim Ismail, Trust TV News, Abuja.
This is the news update on Trust TV. Coming up, Lagos residents tax federal government to take immediate action to ensure food security in the nation. More when we return. Please stay with us. Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. And if you're just joining us, this is the news update on Trust TV. Now a recap of our top stories. Senate passes reworked student loan, prescribes jail term for defaulters. And we also told you that Naira rebounds against the dollar as CBN settles major backlog. Two more stories. The federal government says it is working towards creating 1 million jobs for Nigerians in the span of 5 years through outsourcing. The Minister of Trade and Investment, Doris Anite, who disclosed this, said the federal government intends to achieve this under the National Talent Export Program, which the minister says is in line with President Tinubu's mandate to increase employment, boost trade, and diversify the economy. Here's the report.
Nigeria currently has an unemployment rate of 5%. As part of efforts to address this, the Ministry of Trade and Investment says it is working on taking full advantage of the nation's youthful population to fill in the global gap of skilled workers through global service export and talent outsourcing, which the minister says is an industry that will be worth an estimated $904.4 billion by 2027.
With a youthful population and about 3 million graduates from the Nigerian universities every year, we are very optimistic that we have what it takes to support this industry. Nigeria has the potential to provide high-quality talent for the global service export and outsourcing industry. As a country, we have a significant value proposition for regional and global markets for the export of services. We will actively target green and brownfield job opportunities everywhere in the world. We are also taking advantage of the African Continental Free Trade Area to also target those within Africa and also be of service to the African continent. Similarly, it's been estimated that by 2030, around 85 million jobs will remain unfilled globally due to skill shortages, resulting in a loss of about $8.5 trillion US. Nigeria has a large, youthful and skillful population that can take advantage of this in a way that can significantly benefit our economy.
The concept of outsourcing is not new, as it was earlier attempted by the Goodluck Jonathan administration. However, the scheme was not given the necessary attention during the Muhammadu Buhari administration. NATEP coordinator Femi Adeluyi delves into the importance of outsourcing, as well as strategies being implemented to ensure Nigerians truly benefit from the scheme.
Now, the benefit of outsourcing is that not only are jobs created, but the jobs are jobs that are currently outside the country. In other words, the funds that will be coming as payments to the people will come as foreign currency. And we know that that is something we really need as a government right now. When you see that something is bringing incentives to the country, it's a thing that the government will want to make sure it's sustained. Right now, we need the jobs. Right now, we need the forex. And this is a good opportunity for that to be done.
Anita stated that the National Talent Export Program will begin with 50,000 Nigerians and increase the figure over time. She further revealed that gender inclusivity will play a large role in the program, as 55% of the beneficiaries will be women. Chamun Dabeng, Trust TV News, Abuja.
Residents of Lagos State are calling on the federal government to take immediate action to ensure food security in the nation. To achieve this, they want the federal government to facilitate massive importation of food by opening all borders in the country. Here's the report.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's decision to subsidize staple food items have significantly eased the burden on families, ensuring that putting meals on the table becomes a bit easier. While this is a welcome development for those who have access to this subsidy, others say it's not all areas, particularly those within the 57 local council development areas, have equal access to the subsidy. They said this unequal distribution may lead to chaotic situations and stress the need for federal intervention.
What will solve this situation is for the government at the federal level to allow for massive importation of food. The borders must be open for food to come in. That should be the immediate solution, because when there is it's a simple economic arrangement. When you have surplus of food items, the prices automatically will crash.
The food subsidy initiative has been commended across the state following its significant impact on the welfare of the masses.
To the problem of high costs of food items, but that the government started this program is a welcome development, and I know that there can be improvement. The program for now is a temporary one. The government can extend it further, and that's not the final solution. Like I said, I know that Lagos State government is also embarking on a large-scale agriculture, farming, in order to solve the problem of availability of food and also reduce the cost of food.
But we implore the government to please come to our aid. People are suffering. Some people do not have money to buy that loaf of bread. Some people do not have money to buy that rice. The rice at 55,000 is uncalled for. How can we be buying rice? Local rice, for that matter, at 55,000 is uncalled. Please, government should look into it and help the masses.
They emphasized the importance of creating suitable grazing area for the cattle to ensure food security and stability in the nation.
Away from Nigeria, Senegal will head to the polls Sunday to vote in a tightly contested presidential race that has fired up political tensions and tested one of West Africa's most stable democracies. Now, the presidential election will take place after much uncertainty following President Macky Sall's unsuccessful effort to delay the February 25th vote until the end of the year, sparking violent protests. In the latest turn of events leading up to Sunday's vote, top opposition leader Ousmane Sonko was released from prison last week, triggering jubilant celebrations on the streets of Dakar and renewed excitement about the contest. Sunday's election is set to be Senegal's fourth democratic transfer of power since it gained independence from France in 1960. Senegal is viewed as a pillar of stability in a region that has been dozens of coups and attempted coups in recent years. Alukwintine, founder of Africa June, a Senegalese think tank, told the Associated Press that Sunday's election has set a grim record in the country's democratic history, with rights groups accusing Sall's government of repressing the media, civil society, and the opposition. And with that, we've come to the end of news updates at this hour. For more news, updates, programs, and documentaries, please do stay with us and follow us on all our social media platforms. I am Chiamaka Nwafo, member of the news production team. Thank you for joining us.